Hi guys. One of the first things that I teach my students over the years is a little secret I learned from a few different people. A lot of people talk about this, and it's fundamental for being able to play the guitar in a pain-free way. There's lots of different ways to sit. People tell you different things. But I think one of the most important things is to have good hand position and not squeeze the instrument. And it'll allow you to play for hours and hours without hurting yourself. Obviously, you want to get calluses on your fingers eventually. That's good. But this is a dreadnought style guitar, and all guitars are different when you hold them, especially if you're holding them on your leg. I'm holding this guitar on my leg. But the main thing is this hand, your left hand, if you're right-handed, should be in a position just like it's hanging. Just like it's hanging. Your hand should never be like this, and it should never be like this. It should be in a good neutral position so you can wiggle your fingers. And the way to achieve that is to put the guitar in a position. Usually they say to put the nut level with your cheekbone. And you can do that by crossing your legs or wearing a strap. But right now you see my wrist is in a neutral position. It's not like this. If I lower the guitar, my wrist has to do that to compensate. As I raise the guitar, my wrist straightens out. If it gets too far, it goes like that. So you want to be aware of that. You have the best strength in your hand. That's the first thing. Second thing is you never want to squeeze with your thumb on the neck. I know a lot of people will tell you you have to squeeze to play a chord, you have to squeeze to play a note. That's completely false. You don't have to do that. All the pressure to push down the string comes from this hand, comes from your right hand. And the way that works is if the guitar is sitting on your knee, like it is now on me, this right arm pushes against the upper bout of the guitar and it makes the neck come forward. See that? I'm pushing on the guitar, makes the neck come forward. While the neck's trying to come forward, you put your hand in front of it and it stops the neck from coming forward. And this gives you a lot of dynamics, and it gives you control over the sound. For example, if I'm playing this chord, my thumb isn't even touching. I put my thumb in the middle of the neck behind my second finger just for balance, but it doesn't have to touch. If I relax my hand, if I relax this arm, then the pressure's off. For example, I'll play a note. There's no thumb touching. Now I'll relax this arm. Now I'll push with this arm. Now I'll relax it. Now I'll push. Get a little vibrato that way too. Just pushing. Different than this kind. But so the trick is when you're playing a chord, try to put your fingers in the right position. Don't use your thumb on the back of the neck, and just and then you can put your thumb back for some balance, you know. I'm going to show you the same thing with a different kind of guitar. Here's a gut string guitar. It's a little smaller. First I'm going to put it in the right position so my wrist is right. I'm going to play a chord, a bar chord, without using my thumb, without pushing with this hand. Remember, the pressure comes from here, making the neck come forward against my fingers. So here's no pressure, no thumb. Now I'm going to push a little bit. Now I'm going to push and give it a little vibrato. So that'll save you a lot of pain in your wrist. It'll allow you to play a lot longer. This really makes the guitar playing a little more fun. And when you're playing individual notes, you can concentrate on giving it a little bit of stuff from your arm. Once you do start getting used to not squeezing, you can put your thumb back there, and if you're squeezing, it's hard to get things like to move chords fast. You know, if you're squeezing, it means you have to unsqueeze, you have to release pressure before you move your hand. And this is something that a lot of professionals don't know, and many amateurs don't know, and it just makes guitar playing so much easier. So for example, if I'm playing I'm not even touching my thumb to the back of the neck most of the time. Here's a chord. I'm going to push. You don't have to push much. There's a lot of leverage there. Here I'm playing a scale. I'll play the scale without pushing. Right? Just mutes the strings. Now I'll give it a little bit of pressure. Right? No thumb. There's no squeezing. Don't squeeze. You'll be happier.